With me is my good friend Sabro Bengaro, someone who has dedicated his life to the Assyrian cause. Sabro, thank you so much for giving me some time from your very busy schedule as you're a PhD candidate finishing up his dissertation. I have a few questions for you about your hometown of Arbo, which is located in Torabdin in Turkey, in southern Turkey. Please tell me a little bit about Arbo itself. Is it a town? Is it a village? What is it famous for? And basically your memories, the beautiful memories you have of Arbo.
Thank you very much, Juliana, for the opportunity to speak about my hometown village, Arbo. Whenever I hear the name Arbo, it is not like a small village. It's like entire world for me because my roots, they are from Arbo. I was in Arbo when I was born. I think we were around 70 families living in Arbo, and we had 7 churches. We spoke Aramaic, and few people they spoke Kurdish. One of them was my father, and spoke Arabic as well. But few other people they spoke a very broken Turkish, and they learned Turkish while they were doing their military service. And I spoke only Aramaic. And the first school was opening in Arbo to teach us in Turkish. I went to school, primary school, and there our teacher they tell us that the language that we spoke was infidels language. We should forget about it. We should learn Turkish and be proud of to be Turkish, etc.
So they were busy Turkifying you, like the Ba'ath Party would Arabize the Assyrians in Syria and in Iraq. In your case, it was Turkification, correct?
And definitely, it was the case. And you go to school to get knowledge, to learn things. But when we went to school, we learned how to lie to us, to ourselves. For example, before entering the classroom, we had to say a child loudly, I am a Turk, I am proud to be Turk. When I grow up, I will sacrifice my life for Turkishness. And many times the teachers, they were saying, we didn't hear enough, speak up. And we were repeating this, I am a Turk, I am proud to be Turk, I will sacrifice my life for Turkishness. So they were trying to make us something that we were not. We were Assyrians, but they want to Turkify us, change our last names. Also, Assyria that they went to military service, their names were different, biblical names many times. And these names were kind of revealing that they were not Turkish. They get difficulty in their military service. One of those people was my father. His name was Simon or Shamun, and Shamun was not a Turkish name, and they were asking him what kind of person you are. He was telling that he is a Christian. At the time when I was in my village, we knew that we were Christian. We didn't know, we were not aware of any national identity, and we were Christian, and we were surrounded by some Yazidi villagers, Yazidi people, and spoke some village, they spoke Arabic, some of them Kurdish, and we spoke Aramaic. Sometimes we had good relation with them, sometimes not. To tell you about Arbo, my village, kind of, it's everything to me. I miss my village all the time. Since I left Arbo, I didn't go back. I left it when I was 9 years old. because it didn't rain in this area. We didn't have any water to drink, and from Arbo we moved to other place to survive.
So, if you were not aware that you were ethnically an Assyrian, and yet you are such a defender of the Assyrian cause today, when did you realize that your ethnicity is not Turkish? In fact, it's Assyrian, and you spoke Aramaic Assyrian?
I think from my childhood, I learned that I am not Turkish. For example, when I was 6 years old, I was holding my mom's hand when I saw the gendarme that they were putting a sign in our church wall. And I asked my mother what these people they are doing. She said they are trying to make us something that we are not. They changed our village name from Arbo to Tashköy. Tashköy means rocks village. And I said, no, I don't like this name. We are Arbo. And I took some rocks and destroyed their signs. This was my first revolutionary action in my life. I was 6 years old. And this kind of forcing us to be proud of Turkish, to be a Turk, etc., gave to me some other reaction. Why should I lie to myself? Why should we be forcing to be something that we are not? Why they can't accept us as we are? And this kind of feeling started from my childhood.
So, when you left when you were a child, did everyone leave the village or only your family?
There were many families together with my family, but some others, they had some water, so they could stay in Arbo.
And basically, when we were discussing your village, your hometown, you were mentioning that there are some Assyrian families that are returning and they've built homes, they are building irrigation channels and farming. I think pistachio is very popular now in Arbo. Why do you think people are returning to their ancestral lands?
These people, they were oppressed people. They were going through difficulties in their lives. Economically, it was difficult circumstances, and these people they moved to Europe to work, and they thought they would save some money and go back. But after a while, it was civil war in this area. Everything was destroyed. It took a long time. But these Assyrians, they were not happy in Germany, in Switzerland, in Sweden. Some of them always Arbo, and the lifestyle in Arbo was in their mind. And now they took opportunity. About 30 families, they go back to Arbo. They built the most beautiful houses, and they have different plans. They have education. They have some money. And Arbo developed us very fast.
Sabro, you mentioned that there are quite a few Assyrian families that have returned from Europe to Arbo. They've built beautiful homes. What does that symbolize, and why is it important for us to return to our ancestral lands?
I think these Assyrians that return to Arbo symbolizes the hope for the future. They were in diaspora countries for 40, 50 years. Now they have education in Germany, in Switzerland, in Sweden. They have some money, and they want to go back to their roots because they don't want to be assimilated. And the best way for them is to keep the language, the culture alive, their roots, to go back and live in peace and harmony with the neighboring people in Turkey, in Arbo. So when I see photos from Arbo, it gives me hope. People that are happy to return back, and this strengthens the Assyrian identity also.
You spoke of happiness. Can you share some memories that you have of your childhood playing with your friends in Arbo?
Yeah, I think childhood period is very important in everybody's life, and it was Arbo was everything for us, and every Sunday we had the best clothes dressing, and we were going to our churches and kind of celebration, playing games, and yeah. So I lived in so many countries now, but I think most of the time when I am unhappy, when I have difficulties in my life, etc., I go back to my memory to get to be strong. So my childhood, my friends from my childhood, Arbo still gives me a lot of power to survive.
You spoke of memory. This is what we're doing with this project, preserving the memories that should be passed on to the next generation. And I look forward to working further with you to capturing more of your memories and other people from Turkey, our ancestral land, southern Turkey, northern Iraq, unfortunately has been taken away from us. But like you say, we carry the memories and we carry the land in our hearts and in our within our spirit.